Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Rockford IceHogs Broadcasting Network. Joseph Zakshevsky with you as the IceHogs wrapping up the weekend series against the Chicago Wolves. They're completing a home-and-home set, and tonight is also the final game of the regular season as these two in-state rivals duke it out for the Illinois Lottery Cup out at Allstate Arena here this evening. Well, we had an opportunity to catch up with head coach Jeremy Colliton after last night's get-together between the IceHogs and the Wolves for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging diagnosis of the game. The IceHogs would come back in the third period, pull within a goal, but ultimately fell to the Wolves. So tonight, a key rematch, and certainly the IceHogs and Coach Colliton looking to wrap up the regular season on a high note.
Started competing a little bit harder, and they came to play today. They were ready. I thought our first 5 minutes were great, and then we got a little bit soft with the puck. And it's no secret they're really good in transition, and they were just coming up with more loose puck battles than us throughout the game, especially in the second period. I thought we just didn't have the jam that we needed to compete with them. So I liked our response in the third. We didn't give up, and we kept playing, and we give ourselves a chance there, but we're going to need better to compete in a week or whatever it is.
This is the first game where all four of the forwards sent down from Chicago have been on the ice. Do you think there's any adjustment period that the team needs to kind of get going, get the chemistry going again?
It could be. We weren't good enough. So whatever the reason is, we got one more game to. I don't know what we're going to do as far as lineup tomorrow, but I don't think we're very much in sync tonight. So we got to fix that for next weekend.
One of the least penalized teams in the league. You a little bit worried about the amount of penalties you took tonight, or was that because you were chasing the game, a little frustration?
I think we were playing hard, and I think for whatever reason we got the short end of the stick. I don't think the tally should have been as lopsided as it was. I liked our response. I thought we answered. They were playing physical. We played physical too, and I think maybe we were maybe a little. I don't know, we knocked guys over or something. But I liked our response, and I think on another night, the tally will be a little different.
A little extra emotion tonight because this is a team now we know you're going to face in the playoffs. Any kind of trying to make a statement, anything like that?
We've had some really good games with them this season, and they're an excellent team, and so it's a good measuring stick for us. And I just think we got competitive guys who want to win. And we weren't happy with how we were playing, and at least we showed some response. And again, I think we were kind of penalized for that response, but at least we showed some jam, and I think we easily could have come back.
So there were a couple of scrums, gloves were dropped. Do you think that energizes the team, or is that something you kind of tell them not to do or shy away from, given the special teams?
Well, we don't want to be taking extra penalties, but there's nothing wrong with having a battle, and sometimes emotions spill over. I think, like I said, at least we showed some jam and willingness to get our nose dirty, and probably there'll be more of that.
So the puck did hover around the Wolves' net a couple of times. It just did not seem to go in. Is that something that you guys think is it discouraging to the team, or is it kind of like a quick fix to have them keep working?
I think you make your own breaks, and we didn't play well enough in the first two periods. So if we fix that, the pucks will go in.
This wasn't Glass's best night, but have you talked about, or do you have a formula how you're going to decide which goalie plays in the playoffs?
That's something we'll cross that bridge next week. We still got one game left. Delia will play tomorrow, and we'll make a plan from there.
A big thank you to head coach Jeremy Colliton for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging diagnosis of the game as the Rockford IceHogs squaring off against the Chicago Wolves tonight out at Allstate Arena to close out a weekend home-and-home series. And for the IceHogs, this is the final game of the 2017-18 regular season. Now, these two teams will get together once again, but in the postseason, the first round best of 5, the Chicago Wolves have locked themselves into the top seed, whereas the Rockford IceHogs, they are in the 4th seed. And for the IceHogs, their first home game of the series will be on Sunday, April 22nd, so be sure to circle that date on your calendar. Well, puck drop just right around the corner between these two clubs. We'll get you to it. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.